Selling or transferring your Amazon account, do it wrong and Amazon could shut you down. Let's go over it in today's video. And I've been a part of many sales for Amazon accounts where the entire business is sold. Somebody takes over the account, stealth accounts, all the above. And I'm going to be giving you 3 ways. It's crazy when I watch these videos on other people, they give you the hardest way, which we're going to be going over. But the easiest way is, of course, you take over the business, all the assets, all the emails, right? This is great for friends, family, people you trust, stealth accounts, taking over an account from a business that you completely trust. They're completely legitimate, right? This is going to be the option number 1, which is the easiest in my opinion. So you're just going to get access to their whole entire credit card account, right? Just gain access. If it's American Express, I want access. I want your login. Boom, you have access. You can give yourself a user permission card if you want, right? An employee card is what it's called. Gain access to their bank account. Keep it all the same, right? Their website, go to their state website and then just put an amendment that you are now the owner. Right, you're also going to have a back-end contract as well, like an official agreement that everything's transferred. The email, right? Gain access to their email. Don't change it. Phone number, right? Sometimes you have to change the phone number. So if you have to change the phone number, that's fine. Change the phone number, right? But if you can, if it's like a VoIP, just take it, right? So those are going to be the first steps, right? Now you have full access to the account, right? Technically, you own the business. You've got full access to the bank account. You've got full access to the credit card. You've got all that stuff. You've got everything, right? Now, this is the easiest method that I'm going to be giving you. And then all you have to do is just probably change the phone number, and then you can gain access to the account, right? Now, you need to have an agreement with this company, with this person, that if you ever need anything, right, such as verification, which will happen, they're going to give it to you, right? And you can just say, hey, maybe I'll need it in a year. Maybe it's 2 years. Maybe it's 3 years. Maybe it's 8 years, right? So you just have that down the line. So that way that person, if Amazon ever requests verification, they come on, they give you their ID, they give you their passport, they go and they give you all of that. And they actually they can log in and then do the verification for you. You're approved, you're done, you're good to go. Now, this is the easiest way. Now, not a lot of businesses do this because you have to do a lot of trust, because if they just dip, right, or they still have access to the bank account and stuff and they start taking money, that could happen, right? But I'm just giving you the option because it is the easiest way. Now, this is what most businesses do, okay? This is what we usually do for businesses, the legitimate way. Way number 1 is still legitimate, but it's a little bit more risky if they just come into the bank. Now, this is great for this business, right? Most large businesses do it this way, and this is business, right? This isn't about friends and family. This isn't about trust. This is just business, right? When you do business, even if you trust somebody, you make them sign an agreement, you make them do all this stuff. That's what you're going to be doing it for. Now, most of the large companies do it this way. So they take over all the assets, the emails, everything that I already discussed in number 1. They take it all over. They take over the bank account, the email address, all that stuff. They gain access to all of it, and they just take it over, right? They can just change the password, stuff like that, but they keep it all the same, okay? Then they create their own Amazon Seller Central account. So they've got the one account. It's already created. It's all the same right now. And now they're creating their own Amazon Seller Central account. And then they're going and making sure that the old account gives them all the user permissions they need, the admin brand registry, all of the admin user permissions, so that way they can sell and without an issue. Then they recreate their listings on the new account. They continue selling on both accounts, but they slowly start to increase the inventory amount on the new account, slowly. You don't want to do it too quick, or Amazon's going to think you're violating some policies, some velocity policies. So they're slowly increasing it until all of the inventory is sold out on the old account. And then pretty much they have the old accounts just sitting there. It's pretty much a tombstone. It's just there for show, and everything is on the new account. Now they're going to have access to both accounts, so they can always come back to the old account. If Amazon says, hey, you can't update an image, only this account can, you can just go back to old account, make sure it's updated, boom, go back to the new account. Slowly start selling and keep the old account whenever needed, right? So that's what most businesses do. And that's going to be like, that way everything's separate, right? So that's completely up to you. And then this is the third way, which is the hardest way. And this is for exceptions, right? Not a lot of people would do it the hardest way. But you're going to create a support ticket and you're straight up going to tell Amazon, I'm planning to sell my business and transfer my account information. You're going to get confirmation from Amazon that says, you can do it, my friend. And you're going to screenshot, you're going to save that, right? You're going to need it with the case ID, the full screenshot, everything, the date. You're going to create a new email address. You're going to get that email address and add it as an admin, as a user, right? So you're just going to create this new email, right? And you're just adding it as a user permission, as an admin user. You're going to wait 2 weeks. You're going to create it's a support ticket again. You just be like, heads up, about to change, about to sell my business, transfer my account information, right? Just get confirmation again. Now you've got 2 confirmations, not 1, but 2. Now you're going to change all the info, right? You're going to change the name on the account, the email. You're going to change the email to the one that was the user permission admin, right? Because Amazon already knows it. They already trust it. It's going to be easier. Change the password, security settings, notification settings, address. You're probably going to be changing the bank account, right? Probably the credit card, the phone number. You're going to be changing a lot, right? I recommend to change one at a time. You should change the name, wait a day. Change the email, wait a day. Change the password, wait a day. Change security settings, wait a day. Stuff like that, right? Don't do it all at the same day. Complete verification. Amazon's going to ask you for address verification, probably identity verification, and you better have all of those documents that prove that you purchased the business. You're going to have to do verification. You're going to have to submit ID, utility bill, credit card statement, bank account statement, all that stuff. And you're going to hope that Amazon accepts it all, right? So this is the hardest way because you're really trying to get Amazon to trust you. And, and Amazon might just be like, look, we're only going to let the person who opened up the account manage the account. Most likely you will be able to do it, but this is just a little bit of a harder way. So now you've got 3 ways. If you're selling an account, you're transferring an account. I showed you way number 1. Way number 2 is what most businesses do, and I have helped them do. And then way number 3 is the hardest way. And I'm not 100% certain it works, but after doing research, this is what people have been saying they've been doing. So I'm adding it here just so you have that option, right? But that's it for today's video. If you want more Amazon videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. If you learned something new, drop a like. If you're an Amazon seller, highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Amazon, contact the HB Consulting Group. Links right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. And one of our most popular services is our full Amazon account management service. We're going to fully manage your inventory, calling Amazon, customer service, design, you name it. We're focusing on your sales, while you can focus on scaling your business and growing it. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of the HB Consulting Group, signing out. Mm-hmm.